We'll do it live. Hello. Hi, YouTube. Question mark. Yes, YouTube is here. Hello, YouTube. I am Icetorn the DM. Welcome to session 7. I am joined by Neron.
Heyo.
I am joined by Penn.
Hi.
I am joined by Zim.
Hello.
I am joined by H.U.M.A.N.
Your friendly neighborhood droids.
I am joined by Lumiya.
Hello.
I am joined by Trakyy.
Hi.
Last time the party came together, we found Trakyy. He's a man out of time, or rather, a bird out of time. And we located him deep in a dark cave where he was frozen in carbonite. And he has no knowledge of the past 15 years. And even though, people obstinately explain to him, he's still fairly dubious that he is not being lied to. And we also were, or rather, we didn't find Zim. Zim found us, or rather, Zim intercepted us. He was on the right track, but on the wrong train. And he intercepted the party. He's working with H.U.M.A.N, and they're about to do, hopefully when they get out of here, not only take the Empire, but also begin by falsely cashing in a bounty on Nar Shaddaa. Maybe, probably, we'll see about that. But then the party arrived at N3. Yeah, a huge subterranean cave biome place where the water is heavily contaminated, and also the party seems to have somehow contributed to that contamination by crashing this train thing and unleashing what is probably 1 billion gallons of water in this one tunnel thing, and pancaking, what is it, maybe a couple of 100,000 tons of train and train track in this tunnel. And the party found water. They have about 100 liters of water, which is potable water. But it seems that whatever this place's problem is, it's going to be with the water. Anyway, they're looking to get out through the aphotic zone salt fields and into the Stormlands, where lies their prize, the body, the shaft of the goddess supernova, perhaps, or just a part of it. And it is in a location that is beset by these unnatural storms that seem to be so powerful that they're upsetting the very fabric of space-time. And the party did make a friend, Ego, the Bothan, not spy, who's currently working on finding a way out of here, out of this cave. Because the moment you set your foot underneath an open sky, all the electronic equipment begins to malfunction. Guns begin to fail. Even nobody's ever tested a lightsaber, but it's safe to say that there's enough electronics in it that it too will fail to ignite, at least some of the time. And yeah, there's two main factions which Ego told you guys about. One is the Mandalorian huntsman, oh goodness, I already forgot the name. Oops. Campaign spreadsheet. Clan RAF, RAF. The not necessarily evil, but subversive and lacking honor, Clan RAF, which get their ferrite crystals by hunting these creatures out in the salt fields. And the noble but admittedly self-serving Kaluak tribe, or just the tribe, which sort of kind of try and make this little city that there is here, the N3, they are trying to make it habitable for everyone else, and they get their ferrite crystals by mining for them, the good old-fashioned way. So yeah, the party's kind of dropped into this location rudderless, And I believe we completed one bout of downtime activities, and now it's time for you guys to actually, if you want to, like head out and begin to explore the sandbox. Or any other thing that you're trying to do. And if you guys feel lost, you can also spend, but that will have to happen tomorrow and in game time. You can spend another downtime activity to sort of investigate the trail that would lead you out into the stormlines, and I'll kind of prepare you through hints and stuff as to what you're gonna need for that.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
yeah. Lumiya and Neron, I kind of pass the ball to you. Are you gonna guide the party, command the party? Or?
First of all, I would like to just talk with Neron.
Okay.
Alright, so Neron, you know, take a direct message from Lumiya to come visit her. And when you come to her, she's like sitting, I don't know, in some kind of most better chair, wherever the shitty place this is, and smoking a pipe. Oh, hello, Neron, hello. Sid, we have some things to talk about.
Yeah.
Alright, so there are... You're not gonna like this. What do you... Do you really think that this operation is... We should continue with it? This is a clusterfuck.
Yeah, but I think like might as well. We're so deep in the shit right now that we should just commit, I think.
Commit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I saw you. I mean, I'm at least trying to, be this idea of a ruthless person and all that, but you burned the guy I saw, like in the train. You.
To be fair, I didn't see that guy. Okay. I was aiming for someone else. Okay.
But like, are you yourself alright?
I'm fine. Let's just carry on, I think.
Alright.
Just find what we need to find and then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah, I know those arguments are shit. Alright. I'm gonna take the big guns. I think this exploration just... It takes on my mind, I think. It's
yeah.
I
it's not a pleasant place.
No. It's just. I think I'm going crazy here. When I was with Penn delivering the crystals, I felt as though this crystal felt my heartbeat and then it synchronized with my heartbeat. Like, this is bullshit. I don't think anyone told me about that, so I guess I'm the only one who felt that, and
I don't think you're going crazy.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to me while we were fixing the train.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I felt a strange sensation with something lining up with the rhythm of my heartbeat, and I felt it deep down.
Shit. I mean, well, that's interesting. Either we're both going crazy, but we can't really go crazy at the same time with the same effect.
I wouldn't say that's likely. I like to think that it maybe has to do something with the goddess, like it's trying to communicate or something. But I don't know. We'll have to investigate further. That's all I can like.
Good thing I presented myself vulnerable then. Alright. Sure. If we both felt the same, then maybe there is something here. Alright.
Yeah.
Any ideas what to do?
Well, we made those suits for our little train heist.
Yeah.
I think if we take that base idea of those suits we made and just go further, I think we can make some suits that could outlast the storm.
It is possible. But do we have enough data? Do we need to, I don't know, maybe someone has like a library here or something? I don't know.
I was thinking of looking around this place because it looks like there are a lot of scrap and lost technology here. So I was thinking about just looking around and see what I find.
Sure. Alright. You do that. I'll try to find something with, maybe someone has information.
Yeah, and I think we should also maybe talk with the others about this as well.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's gather everyone up. And Lumiya will gather everyone up. Well, boys, anyone has plans
Not
for today?
particularly, no.
No. What
Not
about
yet.
you? Okay. Human? Okay. Trakyy?
Oh, not really, no. We need to get out of this place. That's all I care about.
About that's funny thing. I know, we will go deeper actually. That's the reason why we're here.
Sorry, deeper? Did I hear that right?
I mean, into the
Into the storm.
Into the storm, yeah. That was the
The-
plan originally.
What a
Yeah.
great original plan you have.
But that was the plan originally, Human?
Yeah,
Did you
well-
forget?
No, but it seems to me that this place is very dangerous. Do you not notice that?
Well, the rewards are there where the danger lies. I mean, you can't really find anything where it's like on the.
I'm assuming where you want to go is far away, so we're gonna need a vehicle of some sort. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't know. We need to ask around, I guess. I have no idea what the range is between the zone and the storms. I do not know that right.
Let me see, because this is a big place. We've noticed that these tunnels are long and deep and hard, and I don't think the zone you want to get to so badly because of some reason is any difference. So let me, and I'll look at Zim with puppy eyes. Zim, worry about the transportation?
No, I don't have any. So, what were you thinking about by asking me for?
Well, I know you're a wrench monkey. You didn't bring my arm, but at least you can get me some transportation in here.
I could try to modify you into one if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not. My head looks terrible with handlebars.
Oh, no. I think it would look really, really good.
Yeah, that
No,
actually
no.
sounds like a great idea.
So, plan making human into a bot or into a motorcycle of some sort, I'm not okay with.
Either,
But,
yeah.
finding one or, getting one, that's something I'm open to discussing.
Better.
There is the trains that we came with here. Maybe you can, I don't know, depending on if there's a railway to the storms. I assume
And
not.
wheels or tracks, something like that. Make something cool out of it.
Maybe. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't really care what you're gonna do with it. It's not like it's mine.
Sounds romantic.
Right. You take care of that. Alright, we still need the suits, so I think I will and Neron will think about that one. And I would like you, Penn and Trakyy, to go around and ask some people about the safe passage. Because I honestly, I still have no idea where this place is. I just try to rest a little bit here. So
Do we have to get through the big gates?
Like I think I heard like Mandalorian are there. That's doesn't sound nice. So if anyone can,
The
go and talk with
Mandalorians,
them.
mercenaries, right?
Yeah.
So we
Maybe
pay them
some
off.
other path.
These ones are hunters, it seems.
That bad?
I mean, it means that they can shoot.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
shoot.
I
Means
mean,
they may have another reason for being here than money.
Can we
I mean,
find out what?
if they have like a reinforced place with like machine guns placed, I don't think we can really
Well,
push there.
let's look at it like this. There's two war camps in this place, right? There's Team A, Team B. Maybe we can play them off against each other. Maybe you can infiltrate one and get some local benefits, easier access to transportation, fancy suits, maybe even a guide.
Maybe, yeah. My
They
people in the
would know.
Mandalorians don't have the greatest history, but we can try talking to them.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
no one has a great relationship with droids, so it's all the same for me.
True enough.
Actually, I have a great relationship with you. What are you talking about?
You tried to kill me, Zim.
Yeah, like moments
Well,
ago.
fair enough, but it was just to, get money out of you.
Oh yeah, it was just to rob me. I'm sorry, I forgot. Shut up, Zim.
Yeah, and you also tried to rob me and kill me. So, I mean,
We don't
we're-
talk about that.
Yeah, we should actually once we get the chance.
One day, we'll talk about it in the future. Just not now. We're working out what to do here. Let's get out of here first.
Well, if we want to get transportation, the best way to do it, I think, would be the main hub of this, whatever this is, this plant.
Dan, do you know where? Well, sure, yeah.
We can get that information if we wanted to.
Yeah, let's try.
Then we're off. If you guys need anything, we are just one come away from coming to rescue you.
Yeah, let me and Zim worry about the logistics here. You guys worry about staying alive.
Oh.
Exactly.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
We're gonna start with Trakyy and Penn, who go to the
I
bulk
think
gate.
we also have to try to find some new clothes for Trakyy because I think he stands out in his Clone Wars era Jedi outfit.
Sure.
Why, it's so stylish. What are you talking about?
Yes, exactly. It's quite
Retro
stylish.
chic.
We're trying to fit in and not stand out.
Sure. How are you gonna go about sourcing clothing for him? There's a local
I'm assuming-
crafts person, but you know,
Yeah,
you still need to.
I'm assuming
to-
there's not like an H.U.M.A.N somewhere or something.
All of these abandoned buildings around you, there's thousands of them. There used to be, various levels of industry or dormitories or even like service sectors where people would live, where they would farm these ferrite crystals back before they were growing rampant everywhere, is why the tunnels are so long, right? This one tunnel that you came through was one out of dozens of tunnels where all these people worked. And this is 1 out of 3 camps. This is an entire country dedicated to the ferrite crystal industry. If you would just go through these ruins, if a Dianoga doesn't eat you, you're bound to find some clothing.
Yeah, we'll start asking around and try to find a place that sells clothing, I think.
Sells clothing. Okay, there will be like a social interaction of some description. I'm not gonna pin you against NPCs, but we can reduce this to a roll. And you guys can give each other the help action, which gives you advantage on your rolls. So I'm thinking that it'd be like an insight roll, perhaps, or a persuasion roll.
Well, can I choose?
Yes.
All right.
Aiden, you have my help, all the help I can get.
All right. It'd be insight then with advantage. Oh yeah. Yeah, an old clothing store made for, they have clothing for like the various social functions that the miners would attend. it's not all work, right? There used to be a thriving entertainment center, which is in one of these tunnels, probably underwater or infested with mistborn. You find a new set of clothing. What does this set of clothing look like, Trakyy? What does it look like on you being a feathered creature?
It's probably something made for some other species that just happens to have very wide sleeves. So he fits perfectly.
Cool.
Well, his arms fits perfectly. It kind of looks a little bit big. His head kind of sticks out, but it just looks like a bird wearing clothes that don't belong to him.
All right. In the deepest,
In a place
darkest...
where they are, yeah.
Yep.
In a place where they are, most clothes probably look the same on most people.
You haven't actually gone to the center of the city, but yeah, that's a fair assumption. Most people sort of kind of look the same. It's more the place that attracts the person than any semblances of individuality. You guys expend 2 hit dice each for this deep, dark, wet place that you found, where every time a shadow moves, you guys think it's a tentacle of a Dianoga that is about to suck you underwater and I don't know, rip you apart or flip you inside out. And then you go to the center of the city in the direction of the bulk gate.
Yeah, I think so.
The city opens up to you with these rusty low-rise buildings. On one side, the elongated and a little bit towering building of an old Republic barracks, which now bears a Mandalorian symbol, and it's not hard to surmise that it's the headquarters of the local Mando clan. On the other side of that, literally on the other side of the city, of where you are overlooking, is an upwinding road cut directly into the side of the mountain that leads to what appears to be from here a blast door capable of withstanding orbital bombardment. And it is currently closed. It is designated N3BG, which is obviously N3 bulk gate. Closed. Right underneath that, there's a massive tunnel that says, mineshaft B.24E. And then underneath that, someone has scribbled with a big, maybe not even spray can, a spray paint truck has scribbled, or rather painted, a tribal symbol that looks like 2 crossed talons of the green color, and that signifies the direction of the tunnels that lead to the H.U.M.A.N. Which way?
Do we want to try our luck with the Mandalorians, or should we try speaking to miners of some sort?
I never had any luck with the Mandalorians. Ever.
Yeah, me neither, or in the history of my people. We should... I think we'll head into the direction of the mine.
Okay. You wade through the city, and the path on which you are kind of overlook the entire inside of the poorly illuminated caves with the various crevices above it, and you guys descend this road and into a place of the cave where the air is stale and thick, and every time you get a glimpse of a watery surface, it is full of these orange particles with power crackling in between them, and all of these hard-looking people that more or less avoid you, but they all have the one trait in common, is that they have chafed lips. Everyone seems to avoid you. Roll me Actually, I will. Let me find. We'll use. Ah, sure. Nice stuff, don't she? Yeah. You discover nothing other than all of these people being needlessly hostile to you guys. Nobody in like 20 years or more in this place has seen a Jedi. But in case someone has seen a Jedi, does any of you have your lightsaber openly dangling on your belt? Or is it hidden about your new clothing?
I mean, mine is definitely hidden, and I would have reminded Trakyy as well.
Yeah.
Well, would you have reminded him after he donned the new clothes?
If at any point I see it sticking out, I would have said something.
And is a worthy survivor of this time, so he would have known.
Yeah, plus my perception is pretty great.
What's your passive perception?
That's a good question. How does that work again? It's 10. Is it 10 plus wisdom?
10 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
In that case, it's 16.
16.
I think.
Never mind. You succeed this check that I made. Yeah. Trakyy is your. Yeah, he would definitely have reminded you once you had your new clothes.
Yeah, if he had reminded me, then Trakyy would definitely have hidden it.
Okay.
Like, oh, oops. Yep, forgot.
This stocky little woman with dreadlocks, no more than 20 years of age. She's been on you pretty much the moment you left Tigo's place. You thought you noticed her, Penn, and you weren't sure, but now you are definitely sure. She is literally in an adjacent alleyway and is definitely following you.
I'll just call out to her and say, yes, can I help you?
When you turn in her direction and raise your voice to call her, she kind of immediately ducks behind a rusty old fence that is now being repurposed as a clothes hanger, and is out of your sight instantly. You want to go after her?
Yeah, I'll sigh and walk to that direction.
All right. Are you wanting to follow her, or are you intent on like, if she's on the run? Are you like intent on confronting her, or are you happy to just see where she goes?
I think for now I'm just happy to see where she goes.
All right. You take off at a slight jog, Trakyy close at your feet, and through the winding passages of this place, she successfully loses you. Through virtue of her being local and you now being horribly lost. The pair of you, give me a survival check individually. Let's see how quickly you find your way back. Even though it looks straightforward from where you were standing up on that hill, now that you are actually in this vishy sauce of, I want to say scum, it's actually a lot harder to...
Cool 13.
Yeah, you easily make your way to the central street. The entire city is built around this multi-layered central street. It used to have like a single line train. What's that called? It escapes me currently, the word. It used to have a monorail, yeah. I used to have a monorail that would ferry all of the crystals from the various mine tunnels into the old dock area, which is currently the Imperial base on the other side. Had you not trashed the train, you would have been in the center of that Imperial facility. So maybe it's a good thing that you did
Yeah, maybe.
That's on the other side, and on this side it literally leads to the tunnel of the Cadillac mines. And up above you, the gate, which now seems a lot more imposing now that you're close by. It can definitely withstand an orbital laser. That thing, it's ferricrete, maybe the girth of, I want to say, a small car.
That's
Wow.
one girthy gate.
But you're not going to the gate, you're going to the mines.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily guarded, but it's clear that you're being watched by... They're not actually the local species, but they're very numerous. The Abednedo species. That's the species of... If you guys have seen the... that guy in the Jedi Fallen Order, that was Cal Kestis' friend on Bracca.
Oh yeah, I know what you
It's that guy. Yeah, but that guy was very beefy. These guys are taller, more slender. It's like a cross between that and a Kaminoan. And they have these spears that look pretty similar to the spears of the horrific Mistborn which you encountered in the Obsidian tunnels. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's coming to talk to you until you are about halfway through this tunnel. And you guys are on foot. You have no vehicle. People occasionally come in these wheeled, like one-wheel vehicles. They look like tractors we have here on Earth, but they have a single wheel, and it's just a single wheel with a gyroscope, and on top of that is balanced a big old powerful engine, and on that it's like a shiksha above a war elephant, where up to 4 people can sit. And you gain a glance actually of the center of that thing. The engine that it has is actually powered by ferrite crystals. So these vehicles occasionally drive past you, and try as you might to hail one and like ask for directions at the very least, nobody seems to be paying any attention to you. And the tunnels seem to narrow around you, where it is just wide enough for 2 or 3 people to walk past each other, when finally one of these burly Abednedo guys kind of stands in your path. And he says, "You walk the path of the Kaluak. You are unarmed, so you are welcome. If you will not cause us grief, we will not cause you grief. Why come you here?"
Oh, me and my feathered friend are mostly looking for information.
You will do well. I have my word over here somewhere. You would do well, Gomo, to bite your tongue when in the presence of our chieftain. And I say that because under no circumstance are you to tell everyone that you had anything to do with that train flying off its rails in that tunnel. There is, in fact, if you have any information about that, you should visit the Mandalorian encampment. They are offering 25,000 credits per head for the people that are responsible for that horrific accident. And he's kind of doing the very meaningful wink at you.
Then those people should definitely keep an eye out.
He stands aside, and he motions you into an inner sanctum, where it kind of opens up. It's a similar settlement to this one, but maybe 100 times smaller. There's only like 10 or 20 buildings here. And what is unmistakably, and you guys have seen it, it's almost sickening to you, an old Jedi temple. All of the temples scrapped, all of the Jedi symbols scrapped, all of the lightsaber pike-wielding statues have been removed. And even some of the oblong motifs that are a very big favorite of the Jedi have been sharpened to look more like something that is not a Jedi temple. But everyone would recognize this as a Jedi temple. Even the poor stormtroopers that are now, not even clones anymore. Anyway, 70% of the people are Abednedo, with the others being humans and other verbose races, Twi'lek, Zabrak, a few Pantorans, And the guy motions to the temple, and he says, the abandoned municipal building is where you will find Chief Hood.
All right. Well, Trakyy, are you ready?
I am slightly upset, but I am ready.
Yes. This has happened a lot. Best not to dwell on it.
The temple is not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not. Let's head inside.
Did you know Trakyy before you arrived on Bracca that there was a Jedi temple here? Did you even know that you're on Bracca? You didn't, right?
I don't think I did, no.
Alright.
I think I was supposed to go to Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penn, you perhaps are a little bit stronger, but yeah, Trakyy, as you make your way up these steps, the little podiums on either side where initiates would, meditate. The side passages that lead into classrooms that are now full of junk. This temple has been abandoned so long ago. It's a little bit dizzying. Penn, however, you're not perturbed by this. You've seen maybe hundreds of these desiccated temples. The side chambers are all sealed off. There's a single central chamber where one of the holocrons would hang for the students to meditate around. That's been looted long ago. Now there's various desks, but the desks are not made of materials that would be used for like interior decoration. It's all sheet metal that is nailed together with tape and hammered together with nails. There appears to be this one guy who is in charge, and he's also seen you. And the way he reacts to you, he definitely knows you're the guys that are responsible for whatever happened in the tunnel, or at least partially. But you fear that he might know your other secret as well. And he kind of hovers his long, lanky bulk in front of you. And he says, "Greetings. You are from another time, one of you more than others. And you've come to ask about the Bow Gate."
Well, you're right about at least one of those things.
The Bow Gate will not open. To open the Bow Gate introduces solar winds, storm-bearing, that bear particles of ferrite, which contaminate our water still. We are already at a quarter ration, and until the water treatment plant is back in working condition, the door will remain closed, and you are stuck here.
Well, obviously, none of us want to have the waters contaminated even more. Is there any other way out of here?
He looks at you and says, Yes, there's it is a very simple solution. Two wayward Gomo from beyond. You can definitely circumvent the Bow Gate and make some money. All you need to do is surrender they who derailed the train to the Mandalorians, and they will inform you of the location of the logistics tunnel, which they use to access their hunting grounds. If you wander down these tunnels by yourselves without a guide, you will stumble upon the Mistborn, and you will be no more.
Well, I would like to avoid those guys. But what makes you think we have any information about the people that derailed the train.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not implying anything. Just being Gomo, and there being this massive train wreck. You know, if anyone knows, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You surely don't know anything. I was mistaken. I hope that our Mandalorian colleagues will be wise enough to see that you had nothing to do with that, and so stay out of your way. If they for any reason suspect falsely that you might have had something to do, then your lives are forfeit.
Well, lucky for all of us, the Mandalorians are known for their wisdom and restraint.
Indeed, you keep your wits about you, and it is good that you wield no weapons. Very suspicious that worthy travelers do not wield any weapons. You could put your hand on a blaster or something like that to be less conspicuous.
I would probably still have my other weapon on my back.
Yeah. He says, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Well, they do say that the sharpest sword is one's beak.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear that.
Or maybe they don't say that here. I don't know. Do they say that here?
Sorry, I genuinely didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
The sharpest sword is one's beak.
The sharpest sword
It's
is
a
one's
lot easier. Yeah, it's a lot easier to talk your way to problems. Most problems can be talked if you just know what the other people is looking for.
You are very wise, my winged friend. You are Rishi. You are suspiciously wise. You should be dumber. A lot dumber.
Thank you.
Racist.
But speaking about being dumb, are the Mandalorians being a problem?
The Mandalorians are a problem that is most assiduously avoided. It is nothing the Kaluak tribe cannot deal with. To be perfectly frank with you, they are as much a pain as they are needed. Although I say that, with the one supply tunnel that we had to peddle the ferrite crystals to the Empire, now that is no longer here, even if we were to repair the water treatment plant, which is part of their duties, by the way. So even if you go back through the obsidian
which
tunnels,
Empire?
the Galactic Empire.
I'm sorry,
boy.
backtrack a little. Oh yes, the Galactic Empire, of course.
He smiles knowingly, and his meaningful glance and like peering benevolence is directed at you, Penn, more than at Trakyy, as if he half expected the answer. He says, the great Galactic Empire, who rid us once and for all of the plight of the Jedi Knights, the traitors which reduced our Emperor to what is essentially a piece of fruit out in the sun. I don't know.
Yes, we're all very glad for the order that the Empire brings.
We are forever indebted to the Empire for providing us with our livelihoods.
Of course. Well, it seems we'll have to speak to the Mandalorians after all.
All of your path leads to the Mandalorians. Even if you forgo the logistics tunnels entirely and go back to the water treatment plant, and so find a way over the Crimson Mist Lake and out into further bits of the aphotic zone, even in the water treatment plant you will run into the Mandalorians. You should keep your wits about you, and if you do have a belligerent bone in your body and seek to massacre these noble warriors, you will probably fail, unless you have a small army with you, which they do.
I don't believe we're foolish enough to attack a full clan of Mandalorians.
I should hope so.
but I was hoping to avoid them entirely. That seems not to be an option.
So, N3 is not large enough for you to be avoiding anyone.
I had one more question.
Go ahead.
That thing you keep calling us, what is it? Gobos? Bogos? Wobos?
Gomo. It is from the ancient Abednego language. Bo means up and go means fool. Upper fool, or fool from above. That is what and he kind of chuckles and he says, it means you are inexperienced in the ways of N3. We have our own unique way of dealing with things, and he cackles.
Yeah, I was assuming it was going to be something like that. Well, thank you for the sage advice. And
why are you here?
You mean here in your
You know what I mean.
on Bracca?
Yeah.
Let's just say we're looking for something.
If you are seeking to find something, you need to first know what it is that you are looking for, otherwise you're going to find something else.
Well, yeah, I'm leaving that part up to my friends.
You are wiser than I thought you were.
Thank you.
Go then, Gomo, and don't come back here. We cannot be perceived to be taking sides.
Yeah, wasn't planning on it.
And, amazingly, there are guards now. You didn't know that these people were guards, but there are guards now, and they're kind of funneling to lead you out of here.
I'll comply without issue.
You troop on out. Above you, the massive N3 gate, still pretty much closed.
Well, Trakyy, are you still in doubt about the things I've told you?
Let's say that I believe you. If I were to believe you, would you tell me what the fuck this empire is?
Yes, it's mostly the desiccated husk of the Republic turned into an authoritarian.
Why is it controlled by fruit under?
Wasn't that wasn't a literal thing. It was a figure of speech, I think. I don't know. He was a strange man.
Okay, what was it, the figure of speech then? Because the whole Jedi Order thing surely was. What's going on?
When he called the Emperor a piece of fruit, I think is what it was. I believe he was alluding to his appearance. He looks, well, in for lack of a better way to describe it, he looks like a raisin.
He looks like a raisin. There are a lot of different species that would be very offended by that.
Well, the raisin folk aren't here right now. No, he's wrinkled. I can show you an image at some point, but that's not really what's important here.
Then what is?
Well, what's important is you probably shouldn't be asking people what the Empire is. Everybody knows what the Empire is. And it's an authoritarian regime that says they're all for order, but, it's what remains of the Republic in a very corrupted way.
So the Empire is the Republic?
In a sense.
Okay, then why don't we work for them?
Well, I Well, for one thing, they
Well, I
basically
guess why
massacred-
don't they work for us? But that's debatable.
Well, the Emperor is. I'll look around to see if anyone's listening. He's
The guards are assiduously avoiding you guys. Nobody wants to have anything to do with the Gomo. It's clear
Yeah,
what you've
well-
done and in how much trouble you are.
We'll walk ahead enough so that they can't really hear me whisper these things.
Yep.
And I'll say, well, the Emperor turned out to be Sith.
What?
Yeah, the Sith. They came back.
Okay, you thought you said I was out for what? 15 years? And you're telling me the Sith came back?
Yeah, apparently they had been back for a while.
Alright, but look, if you want to fool someone, you really have to... you really have to listen to your own story beforehand. This is embarrassing.
Do you think I paid that guy to tell you about the Empire? Or something?
No. I am almost sure there is some sort of empire. But I'm also sure that guy is a little bit mad. Maybe at us? Maybe he's just actually mad.
Well,
And you're just
can't
using that to
argue-
fool of me.
Can't argue with that logic, but don't you think this story is a bit too crazy to be made up?
All the crazy stories are made up.
Well, I find reality oftentimes to be crazier than any kind of fiction.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what reality you have. The war wasn't anything like that.
Well, if we ever get off this forsaken rock, you're gonna start to see signs that what I'm telling you is the truth. For now, I'm okay with you just listening to my advice on not being detected.
That's fine. You know, it's actually kind of fun. When people
Yeah,
don't
just-
look at you differently.
Yeah, just pretend you're undercover or something. Because in a sense, we are.
I guess we are. Otherwise, we have to do something about the temple.
Yeah. Though that's been the fate of, well, almost all temples. There's not really a temple that's still in working condition, as far as I know.
What about Coruscant?
Yeah, you're not gonna like what happened at Coruscant.
All right, but yeah, we can leave that story for another day. Let's get going.
Yeah,
We already
let's,
know our way out. Unfortunately, it involves a lot of helmets.
Yeah, I don't know if going to speak to the Mandalorians, just the two of us, is the greatest idea. We should probably
Oh no, yeah.
link
We
up
should
with the
return
others.
to the group. Yeah, and tell
Yeah.
them.
And then we'll contact the others to see what the plan is.
The camera pans away from you guys. And we're gonna have a 3-minute break because I am out of water. We'll see you in a second, YouTube.